Hi, I'm Sam, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you the main reason why you're failing the bleep test. And I know you might be watching this and thinking, well, I'm not fit enough, and that's why I'm actually failing the bleep test. And that is right, you are right, but the fact of the matter is you're not fit enough because you're not treating the bleep test as an actual test, like a written test. For instance, if you were doing a maths test, you wouldn't go into that maths test without preparing, without revising, and everything that you got wrong with that maths test, you wouldn't then just sit the maths test the next day without revising the questions that you got wrong. And that is exactly the same for the bleep test. If, for instance, you are failing the bleep test, you want to get to a level 6, a level 7, even if you have to get to a level 12 or a 13, there's got to be some key reasons why you're failing it. Is it the turn? You haven't got a good turn. Is it your legs are fatiguing before your CV is fatiguing? Is your CV fatiguing before your legs are fatiguing? So when you go into that bleep test, you need to know why you are failing. For instance, if your legs are failing before your actual breathing is getting really heavy and you think you could go on but your legs are just too tired, then you need to do more leg endurance work. If your CV is failing before your legs are failing, then you need to do more high intensity interval training. Don't bother going on the steady state runs, just do 20 minutes of really hard high intensity training, and then that'll work towards your cardiovascular system. And also you need to be treating it as an actual test. Mindset before you start the bleep test every time. Don't just think, right, I'm gonna have a go at the bleep test now and see what I get up to. Just go into the bleep test thinking, I am gonna get the best result I've ever got on this bleep test, because that's what happens at the assessment center. Most of the time people come back to me and they say that they get the best result at the assessment center because it is under test conditions. They're mentally preparing, they've got nerves ready, they're focusing on the test, they're focusing on the turns, they're focusing on hitting those beeps every single time. And that's what it is, a test. You need to mentally prepare for it, and every time you do the test under your own conditions, you need to do a mini workout after. That will set you up perfectly, because you might only be doing the bleep test for 5 or 10 minutes. Don't use that as a fizz session. Do it on a rest day. If you're going to treat it as a fizz session, do it on a nice little rest day where you're just getting 10 minutes of work and you can leave it as that. But don't use it as a fizz session. Do the bleep test. The amount of time that it's taking you to do that bleep test, you rest. Then you do the bleep test again. Then you rest for that amount of time. Then you do the bleep test again. That's a proper fizz session, and that's something you should be doing if you're going to use that as a fizz session for that day. Or you can just extend that bleep test, make it 21 or 22 meters just to get that extra endurance in your legs. Or you do the bleep test, then you do 100 squats after, then you do the bleep test again. Or there's other things you can do, like if you can only get to level 6 and you need to go to level 8, you need to keep going to level 8 whether you hit those bleeps or not, just to get the distance and time into your legs and get you breathing at the rate that you're probably gonna need to be breathing when you actually do the test to get to level 8. So in conclusion, I know I've flown through that, but I don't want to make this video too long. I want you to watch this, pay attention, take everything that I am saying on board, treat it as a test, not as a fizz session. Okay, and that is it. That is a video complete, and that will add levels in a matter of weeks, and you will get to the level that you need to if you follow these points. If you do need anything, just reach out to me, let me know. I do have a bleep test program, a 6-week workout plan, which will add 2 or 3 levels to your score. That is an absolute guarantee. Just reach out to me, no problem. Other than that, take care. Bye.